yeah, I talked with Marissa about that, and I guess because we were friends too, she was like, I kind of want, like, I want you to grow from this too.
Yeah,
And
that's
that
cool.
trust was established. And
Yeah.
so she was like, yeah, absolutely send it. And what was so funny is I remember being on a Zoom call with, it was the videographers, Marissa, and, the wedding coordinators.
Yeah.
And they were just, asking a bunch of questions. Or I guess Marissa wasn't there. It was just the team. Yeah. And I remember them just being like, they're so chill. Like
Yeah.
they didn't hire security. So like, I think we're going to hire it for them because they need it, but they just have no idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they're just such humble people. And so the
Yeah.
wedding day just felt very, yeah, it was cool. It
Yeah.
was really
That,
cool.
yeah. That's what,
What was
like,
your question though? I feel like I just didn't even, I feel
oh,
like I just blacked out. What was the
yeah.
question?
Yeah. Yeah.
How
Were
do you do a
there,
podcast?
yeah. 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 For something like that, for a situation like that wedding,
Yeah.
and maybe it wasn't that one, but like, had you had other weddings where you had to kind of be delicate or sensitive about what photos you shared or anything like that, or were there anything that like
Yeah.
prepared you to be awesome at this wedding?
Yeah. We just talked through the day in detail, Marissa and I, a lot. And something that came up was she wanted to do a first look, but she wanted it to be private and just for them.
Yeah.
And then as we got, which I was like, I love that. Like, yes, do it.
Yeah.
As we got closer, she was like, Katie, I think I want pictures of it. I think I just don't want that to be in the gallery that goes out to, magazines and Indochino and
Yeah.
Grace Loves Lace or whatever the bridal company.
Okay.
And so, yeah, when the preview gallery went out in the morning, I sent it to her first and said, hey, here's the preview gallery. Go ahead and let me know which ones you're just like, I don't want these anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so we had just a very open and honest like conversation,
I love that.
which I was grateful for. Yeah. And so I don't even know what's normal in that situation. Cause again, this was our first time. It's her first time getting married, my first time
Yeah.
doing, a larger wedding. And so we were just like texting and voice memoing constantly.
I
We're
love
like,
it.
how do we do this? I don't know. Let's just get you married.
Yeah.
And yeah, so she was like, these are great. I don't like the way I look in this. And so
Yeah,
I just took them
sure.
off and then resent it. And she was like, looks good. And so that's what went out to, those specific brands and,
Sure.
and the internet. So
That's
yeah.
cool. Being able to know that, like, what I'm always a big fan of like knowing, not super deep. I mean, you can, but like knowing what some of your clients' fears are, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for Marissa, as we'll use it as an example, it's like, all right, I don't like how I look in these photos, so I don't want bad photos of me to be out there, right? Like if there's a photo publicly, I want me to look fresh, I want me to look looking awesome, which is totally valid. Like it's your wedding day, like it's okay to want to look
Valid.
awesome.
100%.
And then like the first look or whatever, stuff like that. So just for people listening who this might happen to them, right? They're gonna get that inquiry, that magic inquiry, and they're like, all right, am I ready? What do I need to know?
Yeah.
And so, have that conversation or like what that looks like NDA wise,
Yeah.
um,
And yeah, just, open communication with any bride. Like I get all the time brides who want to do a first look and they're like, I just really want it to be private. And like what they're saying is like, please push my parents out of the window.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got you.
Yeah.
So like that stuff matters to talk through. Because it really like makes or breaks like the vibe on a wedding day.